Some of the things that you're going to need is a natural curiosity. You're going to have to be very, 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 sales oriented. You think, hey, this is more of an engineering role. This is a development role. It's a more technical role, but in a sense, you are the main salesperson. So you may have 3,000 sales individual within your company. In our case, it's 10,000. But I am the main salesperson for my particular product. Once a product is built, you're the one that's, going out there and selling to the wholesalers that then sell to the retail folks who then sell it to the ultimate user of the product. So that's number one. You have to be very comfortable going out in front of a bunch of people and being able to speak very clearly, because a lot of times you're taking very complex ideas and making them simple. You're selling, right? So you're selling to every single group that you need in order to build your product. You're constantly selling. If you're not selling, you're explaining what this particular product does. So that's number one. And number one leads to number two. You have to be a people person. You have to be able to get a group of people together to focus on one specific outcome. You're getting people who, you may get the actuaries who, are used to having their heads down and working very diligently because they're working with very complex models in order to get things done. Or you're working with the sales folks who are more outgoing and more gregarious. And you're going to have to be able to speak different languages to different people at different times, right? In a way that you're conveying your idea. So you don't have to be the most outspoken and extroverted person on the planet to be successful in this role, but it 100% helps. The second thing is that you have to treat yourself as the subject matter expert. The easiest way I see people coming in and being able to be successful and land this job is do as much research as you can. It sounds so basic, but it's absolutely true, especially in 2020 in the age of Google. Come on, sit down and just don't do the first, the second, the third page. Just keep researching and researching and researching and researching, because again, you are responsible for this product. So if something goes wrong, someone has a question, no one knows, or no one's gonna know more about this product than you, right? Chances are it came from your head. So there's no one else on this planet that knows more about this than you. So if you're going in for a product role, I would say do all the research you can, because it's not gonna be, a surface level interview. Chances are people are going to go really deep and ask you really deep questions about the company, the product, and also the competition. That then leads me to the next thing I wanted to talk about is you have to be really good working in an environment that's ambiguous, where you may work for 2 years on developing something that may never get anywhere. It may never get funding, or you get funding, you hit the market, and it's a dud, right? You see products that hit the market all the time, and consumers are just like, no, I'm not interested. Not only that, most of the time you're working on an initial idea, and you have to fully flush that out. There's nowhere else you're going to find that information, right? So you got to be comfortable going and being an advocate and pushing your product in meetings where you don't have all the answers, right? Or you're only 75% of the way there. You have to be able to get people to come along with that vision. So this goes beyond, the typical, hey, you got to be smart, you got to know basic math, basic writing, all that other stuff, right? So this is beyond that. This is what specifics you're going to need in order to be successful. And again, The ambiguity is one. The ability to make something that's really complex and distill it into something that's really precise and to the point. And to that, one of the greatest product managers out there, and a lot of people don't think of him as a product manager, but in fact he was. And Steve Jobs, right? You think about these keynotes, that's classic in business now, but when it first came out, hey, we have this really complex product that never existed before, and I'm going to explain it to you really simply. We're not going to, go about chip speed and, storage and all that stuff. It's no, you touch the screen, you could access photos. Simple. So those are the things that you need. And I wouldn't say that, Steve Jobs is the most gregarious person in the world, but he was able to get across a really complex idea.
Make sure to check out the My Career tab on the BC Navigator app, where you can track your career progress based on the amount of credits you've earned, stay updated on upcoming events from the Magner Center, and watch our videos for insight and advice on your career field.